Hey you guys, welcome back. I'm back with another video wanting to give you an update on Poppy, my alocasia elephant ear. As you know, I've already done a video repotting her and some basic care tips for her. And so today I really wanted to repot her again because she actually does need to go into a larger pot. Because as you know, when I repotted her last time, I only went slightly larger because I was a bit worried that she was like spitting out a yellow leaf, and I sort of put her in the wrong sort of potting mix. But since then, obviously I fixed that and she's predominantly in orchid bark. But yeah, I'll show you the mix that I'll put her in today in the larger pot. But yeah, here she is. So the last video that I did, which was about 2 months ago, she was unfurling this leaf, and since then she's obviously produced this one and she's just given me this new leaf here. So yeah, I haven't lost any large leaves. I had to cut off that little one on the side because it was going yellow because obviously I put her in the wrong soil mix and it was a bit too dense. But now we're in like spring and it's getting hotter and hotter, so I think I'm pretty confident now to put her in a larger pot. I'm still going to have the mix to be predominantly orchid bark, but yeah, I'm hoping I'm not having to like water her like too often. I've been bottom watering her, which has worked really well. But yeah, she's just so big. Obviously in my care, she's given me these 3 new leaves. But I wanted to show you up close like her roots at the bottom. I'm not sure if you can see, and I'm already pouring out some mix, but yeah, I'll try and show you guys a close-up of the roots. They're sort of coming out at the bottom, and yeah, it's kind of a sign that she does need to go in a larger pot. So anyway, let me just set up and I'll bring you guys a little bit closer to the soil mix. Okay, so hopefully you can see, but essentially I have to put her in a much bigger pot, and the pot that I'm going to put her in is the same brand. It's the Home Leisure from Bunnings. It's the Water Saver, and yes, it is sort of like, it's obviously a self-watering pot, but they didn't have the same pot as the one that she's in now, where it's not self-watering. So anyway, because I've been bottom watering her, I think it'll be fine if I water her, you know, as a, you know, like a self-watering type of style. And plus summer's coming, so, you know, she's going to need quite a lot of water. But yeah, the size of this one is, what is the size of this one? I think it's 35. So it's 35 centimeters. And the one that she's in now is about 22 centimeters. So definitely an upsize in pot. So I'm just going to mix her potting mix now. And what I'm been using is I'm going to put her in not orchid bark, cocoa coir. And the mix that I'm doing is I'm going to predominantly have her in Orchiata bark. So this is the stuff that I just love for my plants. It's this, you know, Orchiata bark. That's what it looks like. And it sort of retains moisture, but without it being like soggy in any way. And alocasias, as you know, they just do not like sitting in like wet soil. So this stuff works really well for them. So I'm going to probably do like 60% of Orchiata bark, and then maybe like 30% of cocoa coir, and then the rest 10% with worm castings. So let's just see how much mix I need. do this without damaging her. Okay, she's been repotted now. Just bringing you guys closer to see the soil mix. So as you can see, it's predominantly orchid bark and she's been living in that mix. So I didn't want to change too much because it's been working really well for her, and it also prevents me from overwatering her. She's not gonna sort of get soggy if I water her. So it's been working really well. But I guess the only difference to this mix is I did put a lot more coco coir because her mix before was predominantly, like pretty much, I reckon, 80–90% orchid bark. But in this case, I've obviously put in about 30% coco coir because she is sort of in a self-watering pot now. It's going to help with, you know, the capillary action, wicking up the water from the bottom. I will be watering her obviously from the top for a while until I can see that she can wick up the water herself at the bottom. But yeah, there she is, repotted. Alright, she's been repotted. I'm back, and as you can see, she's in a much bigger pot now, 35 centimeters. Yeah, I think she'll be a lot happier, and obviously moving, like I'm in the middle of spring and moving into summer, so she'll have a lot more room to grow, although she's just getting a little bit too big and I'm kind of running out of space for her in her spot. But yeah, I can see that she's already getting ready to, you know, give me another leaf. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I just wanted to show you guys one more thing. So I do just show you how I clean her leaves. So what I do is, I sort of mentioned it in my other video, but I use a microfiber cloth, and the mix that I use is dish soap, a few drops of dish soap and about 5 to 6 drops of peppermint oil in some water, and I mix that up and I use this to clean her leaves. And I guess the peppermint oil sort of acts as a deterrent for pests. I do have neem oil as well, but I don't use that to clean my leaves because neem oil doesn't smell so great. But I do neem oil soaks, you know, which sort of prevents pests as well. So I'll just show you guys what I do is I just spray her leaves and just, yeah, gently wipe her down. And it kind of like cleans her leaves, prevents pests, and also just keeps her foliage nice and shiny and green, looking nice. And I clean the back as well. Kind of a good habit to get into so that you can check her leaves, because I know alocasias are quite susceptible to like spider mites and things like that. So it just prevents her from getting that. But yeah, anyway, that gives you an idea of how I clean her, and it doesn't take long at all. And it just keeps her nice and healthy. Also helps her obviously photosynthesize, so, and she keeps on growing. So anyway, hopefully that was really helpful. I'll keep you guys updated on her anyway, and hopefully she's happy in this soil mix. I'm hoping I don't lose any leaves, but it should be okay. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and yeah.